In this video, we are going to create an expert advisor that utilizes the DeMarker indicator for trading decisions. Let's see how we can do that. We start Metaeditor by clicking a little icon or pressing F4. The first thing we do is include the necessary library for trading functions. This is done with the line that includes the trade class from the standard library. This class provides simplified trading methods such as PositionOpen and PositionModify, which are essential for executing trades and managing positions. Next, we instantiate a CTrade object named Trade. This object will manage all trade operations, including opening and modifying positions. Now, we define our strategy configuration parameters. These parameters are adjustable in the Expert Advisor properties. The Lookback Bars parameter specifies the historical range for analyzing highs and lows, allowing us to set it between 1 and 1,000 candles. The min candles back parameter determines the minimum age for a valid high or low, which can be set between 5 and 50 candles. The trailing offset parameter provides a safety margin for the trailing stop, measured in points, with a range from 1 to 20. The DeMarker Period parameter sets the period for the DeMarker indicator, while the upper level and lower level parameters define the thresholds for trend detection, with values ranging from 0.5 to 0.9 for the upper level and 0.1 to 0.5 for the lower level. We then declare global variables and handles to store state between ticks and indicator data. The DeMarker handle variable will hold the handle for the DeMarker indicator, while DeMarker buffer is an array that will store the DeMarker values. The price data array will be used to store the open, high, low, and close price data. The onInit function is executed once at the start of the Expert Advisor for indicator setup. In this function, we create the DeMarker indicator handle using the iDeMarker function, specifying the current symbol and the H1 time frame. We also configure the arrays as time series, ensuring that the newest data is at index 0. This alignment allows us to work with the data in a natural time progression. Finally, we return a success code to indicate that the initialization was successful. Next, we define the functions for opening positions. The Open by Position function is responsible for executing a buy order. It retrieves the current ask price using the symbol info double function and then calls the PositionOpen method from the CTrade object. The parameters for this method include the symbol, order type, volume, price, stop loss, take profit, and a comment. In this case, we are opening a buy position with a volume of 0.10 lots, which translates to 10 micro lots. The initial stop loss and take profit are disabled by setting them to 0. Similarly, the Open Sell Position function executes a sell order. It retrieves the current bid price and uses the same PositionOpen method to open a sell position. Again, the volume is set to 0.10 lots, and the initial stop loss and take profit are disabled. The onTick function is executed on every tick and contains the core strategy logic. In this function, we first retrieve historical price data for analysis by copying H1 candle data for the specified lookback period using the copy rates function. The parameters for this function include the symbol, time frame, starting position, count of candles to copy, and the target array where the data will be stored. Next, we load the DeMarker values from the indicator buffer using the copy buffer function. This function takes the indicator handle, buffer number, starting position, count of values to copy, and the target array for storing the DeMarker values. We then check the status of open positions. We determine if there are any open positions and their type by looping through all open positions in reverse order for safe iteration. For each position, we get the unique ticket number and check if it belongs to the current symbol. If it does, we mark that we have found an open position and store its type, either buy or sell. Now we move on to trend detection and position management. The first condition checks if the DeMarker indicator crosses above the lower threshold, indicating a potential buy signal. If there are no open positions, we call the Open by Position function to open a new buy position. If there is already an open by position, we identify the lowest low in the lookback period using the iLowest function. We then check if the low point is at least min candles back old and if the current price is above the identified low. If these conditions are met, we calculate the new trailing stop level by adding the trailing offset to the last low price and call the process trailing stop function to update the stop loss. The second condition checks if the DeMarker indicator crosses below the upper threshold, indicating a potential sell signal. If there are no open positions, we call the open sell position function to open a new sell position. If there is already an open sell position, we identify the highest high in the lookback period using the iHighest function. We then check if the high point is at least min candles back old and if the current price is below the identified high. If these conditions are met, we calculate the new trailing stop level by subtracting the trailing offset from the last high price and call the process trailing stop function to update the stop loss. The process trailing stop function is responsible for managing the trailing stop for both buy and sell positions. It iterates through all open positions in reverse order for safe modifications. For each position, it selects the position using the ticket number and checks if it matches the specified position type and belongs to the current chart symbol. If it does, we retrieve the current stop loss value. For buy positions, we check if the new stop level is higher than the current stop or if there is no existing stop loss. If either condition is true, we call the PositionModify method to update the stop loss. For sell positions, we check if the new stop level is lower than the current stop or if there is no existing stop loss. If either condition is true, we also call the PositionModify method to update the stop loss. Finally, we press F7 to compile the code. If this was too fast for you or if you don't understand what all the code is doing, you may want to check out the premium course on our website or watch one of the basic videos first. If that works, we go back to Metaeditor by pressing F4 or clicking on the icon. Back in Metaeditor, we press Ctrl and R to start the strategy tester, pick the expert advisor that we have just created, enable the visual mode, and start a strategy test. We should see the expert advisor on the chart. If you are already a premium course member and have an idea for a video like this one, you can send us an email. In this video, we have learned how to code an expert advisor that utilizes the DeMarker indicator for trading decisions, implementing a simple strategy with a few lines of MQL code. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.